Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm sitting here at the meditation garden, one of my few places to escape from all the stress and everyday strife. And as you can tell, I'm within 2 feet of one of the waterfalls. I decided since I was here, I would gather a few thoughts together about last year and about right now. And I'm calling this a new beginning. To say last year was strange would be an understatement, and probably most of you would agree. The election debacle was not very pretty, but at least it's finally over with. Now I'm praying for people will stop the divisions and come together. I'm mainly praying the transition would go smoothly. At the meditation garden, I do my mindfulness and meditation. It's another tool that was taught me about 2 years ago. It just got me out of trouble more than once. Just stressing to a higher power to take care of self, take care of you, and get rid of some of the stress around. Oh, I'm trusting God that this year will be a great year for us. I'm not allowing myself to follow the news of the doomsayers. Because if I honestly believed everything I read and heard, I'd be in serious trouble. The best thing last year is, after 2.5 years, I finally got on disability. But it's also come at a cost because it's only making half of what I was making before. So now I'm going through the challenge and frustration of having to sell 600 items. As you can tell, the switches are still happening, and there is not much I can do about it. There's some good news. I could not do this before. I've been going to chiropractor for 10 months. I can move my head now, which I couldn't do before. My neck and head actually shifted 3.5 degrees. However, I'm dealing with 6 neuro problems: severe spinal cord compression, stenosis, arnold-Chiari malformation, curvature of the spine, as well as COPD, so I'm losing my voice. They want to do a major surgery with ACDF-C3-C4. It's cut me here in the back of my neck, put a plate, fuse the vertebrae, and I'll be totally invalid for 6 months. Only major problem is I have no place to recuperate. My other half is not supportive of me anymore, and I can't stay with my mom. So I decided against it. It was not happening. With 4 incurable conditions, I said no. These twitches are the arnold-Chiari malformation is so rare. It's only 1 in 100,000 people get it. I've signed up to donate my body to science, and hopefully it will help someone down the road with a neurological problem. And with whatever they don't do with my body, then they're going to spread my ashes out at the Pacific Ocean. That is unless Christ returns first, takes me home. It's already been arranged, so that's taken care of. On the 17th of January, it'll be 3 years since my last job. I met the chapter of that chapter in my life ended. I did try to find a job, however, my body said no. I did try to find a job, but there's too much going on. On the 11th, a few days from now, it'll mark 4 years since my last photo I took of my dad, my parents' 60th, my parents' anniversary. It was the 60th anniversary when the last photo was taken. He passed away exactly 3 months later, and it has taken a bigger toll on me than I ever thought possible. I might go to the gravesite Tuesday with my mom, and then go to the chiropractor, and leave my dad a card at the gravesite. I didn't think his death would affect me, but it has. And I've also lost 4 of my friends and my cousins. So I wish I didn't have to say this, but pain and sorrow have been the main thing for the last 2 years. Thankfully, I've given myself permission to cry and to feel. When I saw my dad take his last breath, the emotional dam burst, and I cried a huge rushing river. I am okay, this is part 2 at the same garden, different location as same video, video first. I call this New Beginning because each year at the start it's a new beginning. In actuality, each day is a new beginning. I did something this year I haven't done before, but it was suggested, and I got smart. I've been in recovery from drugs and alcohol for, actually since January of '88, and I got over 21 years clean and sober by the grace of God. I wrote a gratitude list. Despite the pain and sorrow and losses, beyond description, there are still things I'm thankful for. So I wrote a gratitude list. I wrote a goals list. I listed my fears. And I listed what I wanted to do this year. I had done. And I prayed over it. Excuse me. And then I put it away. It's a good thing for everyone to do at the start of the year. No matter what the situation is, everyone should have at least one thing that they're thankful for. In black and white, I am, ouch, still doing twitches, no. In black and white, I'm still in the danger zone, for lack of a better word, because I've been out of work for 3 years as of January 17th, and there's no way I can go back with 16 medical conditions. There's no cure for four of them. Trusting God that the disability check will continue. I will have the 600 items sold, and that my wife and I can get back together and not just be sharing an apartment. I can't afford to rely on my senses or my feelings, because I would not have made it this far. I've gone through more pain and loss and grief in 4 years to last me several lifetimes. But I'm still here, and I have to believe God has a purpose. I don't rely on my senses or feelings, or I'd probably be drunk right now. I will be making less videos per se because, not like these, but because of the time required and time I don't really have because I have to find a way to survive and get the items sold. The 17th marked 3 years out of work, so this is year 4. I was never intending to go back on disability, as being on beforehand, but I was able to work for 18 years and then it came like a sudden halt. On the 29th of January, I've been in Phoenix for 23 years. Ow. And the reason I'm cutting down Google Plus and everything is because I have to find a way to have a real social life and see other people outside of Sunday morning. I don't have much time left, I really don't know. But I'd like to have this thing called a real social life and fun before I go home to the better place. I am trusting my higher power that the transition in DC and elsewhere will go smoothly, and they'll think with their minds and their hearts and not with their pocketbooks. Despite what's going on, I will continue to be an activist because I care, and I know all too well what it's like to church. There's no word to describe that. And even if you don't believe that God exists, and you're the worst atheist out there, there is a higher power, there is a God, because I'm living proof, and I'm still sober, and I'm still relatively sane, and I'm still alive, despite dealing with 5 deaths. I lost my job, and my career, and my income, and being basically on my own and alone. He does love you, he does care for you, and he wants the best for you. So each morning is a new beginning. We can get up and gripe and complain, or we can get up with a thankful heart and ask God to help us through the day. So, ow. God's got me this far, so I'm just trusting Him to make this be a good year for me and for all of us. Remember, it's one day at a time on purpose, because for some of us, that's all we can handle. All right, God bless, and hopefully this will make sense. And there are days I cannot do it one day at a time. I got to take it a few minutes at a time. That's how I got to the holidays. So, whatever it takes, don't quit fighting, don't give up, and trust the higher power to get you through. Okay, take care. Bye.